Hey stalkers, I love you. Today marks 4 days left until my 21st birthday. This is vlog number 18 in the birthday Vloganza series, and today's topic is 4 of my favorite books/book series. One that you may be able to guess, of course, is Harry Potter. Love the book series because when I look for a book that I enjoy books about medieval type fighting, magic, mythical creatures, anything to do with mythology, as well as some science fiction, fantasy, adventure type books. So of course that falls under magical, and the fact that there's the movies as well, I think makes the series that much more enjoyable for me, because I can then compare what I created in my head from the books to what the movies were. Yeah, I just love the Harry Potter series. Another series that I really enjoy is the Eragon series. I own all 4 books, but I have only read the first 2 completely, and both times that I've tried to read the 3rd book, my life just got really busy to the point where I didn't have time to read anymore. And then when I started having time to read, I was too tired or didn't really feel in the mood to read. I really like the series because it has dragons and the medieval type fighting with like swords and arrows and stuff. The one thing that I do dislike is that they didn't continue the movies. I loved the first one and I was really excited to have the rest of them books made into movies, but I guess didn't do well enough in the box office, they decided not to do it. However, I watched the movie more than I had read the first book. When I went back to reread the series the second time so that way I could go and read the 3rd and 4th book, I was kind of surprised at how different the book actually was from the movie. Beforehand, I had never really caught on to how different it was, but rereading the book for a second time after having seen the movie, I was shocked at how different they actually were, and I ended up preferring the book to the movie. I still like the movie because it's the easier version of the book. You can watch it rather than having to sit there for hours and read it, but I like the version of the movie that I created in my head way better than the actual movie itself. The 3rd series that I really enjoy has, it's really big, it's by Ted Dekker. It incorporates 3 different individual book groups together to make the whole story. They include the Paradise Trilogy, the Circle series, and the Lost Books series. I initially started reading the Lost Books series and was in love with the book. It had to do with an alternate universe and it was really cool. And then I came across the book Black, which was part of the Circle series, and I started reading that and realized that it was part of this series as well. So I looked into it and found out that there was 3 different book series all tied in together into the same storyline. So I thought it was pretty cool that there's that much story to the same concept, because the Lost Books series has 7 books in it, the Paradise Trilogy has 3, and the Circle series has 4. The thing that I like about the Circle series is that the name of it is very true. The very first book of this Circle series is actually called Book 0. The title of the book is green, but it is known as Book 0 because it is the beginning but also the end to the Circle series. So basically, in order to get the story, you have to read all 4 of the series, because it gives, if you start off with book 1, which is Black, and you read through, you will have certain aspects of the story, and then when you get to book 0, which can be the end, things would finally come together and make sense. Whereas if you read it first, you would know certain things and kind of be like, I don't get why it's telling me this, and you wouldn't realize that until later on in the books as you progress through. So I think it's really cool that you could basically pick up any one of the 4 books and start reading and read them in any order, and then as soon as you were done reading them, you've got the whole concept. The final book series that I enjoy is by Matthew Riley. Initially I thought it was just a single book called 7 Deadly Wonders, but recently I found out that it is actually a series and that there's 2 more books. I have not yet read them because I haven't been able to find them at Chapters, but I'm definitely excited to go read them because this is one of my favorite books. The Seven Deadly Wonders incorporates the 7 ancient wonders of the world and puts kind of like a modern day spy action adventure thriller to the mix. So I really like it, mostly because I've always had an interest in ancient history, including mythology and stuff like that, so it was definitely an interesting book to read. That's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below if you've read any of these books series before, and what you thought of them, or if there's any book series that you recommend for me to read. Squirt, squirt, squirtle!